What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. So when this book was announced, I would say that the reception for it, the excitement for it was a little bit mixed. We had people who were really excited for a villain origin story. We had people saying, why do we need this? We had people saying, I don't want to like Snow, I don't want to read this book. Me, for one, I love me a good villain origin story. I love the sad boys, and I really think that if you do a villain origin story well, you're still gonna not like the villain and want the hero to prevail, but it can give you some really good insights into why they think the way that they think, and maybe why they make the choices that they do in the main series. And places that do this really well, I would say, are the prequel trilogy for Star Wars. And then I would also say Marissa Mayer's Heartless for the Red Queen. She was absolutely just amazing, and The Fall, The Descent, oh, it's done so well. So for Songbirds and Snakes, I gotta say, I was very disappointed, and I would also say I do not recommend reading this book. So this is the story of President Snow. We are set in the time of the 10th Hunger Games. For context, the original series takes place during the 74th and 75th, so we are way far in the past. Snow is about 18 years old, and he is one of the first ever mentors for the Hunger Games, and he is mentoring the girl tribute from District 12, also known as Lucy Gray. Lucy Gray's a little bit crazy. When her name is called, she drops a snake down a girl's dress, and it just looks like things are gonna be kind of crazy from there. I was really interested by this premise. I knew that he was going to be mentoring a girl tribute. I was hoping for a little bit of romance, but I gotta say, I was very let down. I really feel overall that Suzanne Collins just wouldn't go for it. I feel like she wanted to tell the story of Snow, but she wouldn't make him sympathetic. And to me, that made this book really hard to read, and it made it really hard to get through, because we know where this is going because of Hunger Games. So in this book, you can see how certain elements are set up and certain things are put into play. So you know where that's gonna go, but there's nothing to root for and there's nothing to hope for, because Snow is not a sympathetic character. The whole time this is going on, I didn't ship the romance, and I didn't want him to succeed because he was a horrible person. And I have seen reviews where people were saying that they liked that about this book. They liked that Snow was still, this evil person, and it's just more of a character study into his mind. And that's fine, but it just made it hard to read. And I personally really love character over plot, and I just feel like this book doesn't hit emotionally, which is why it was such a struggle to get through. I'm giving this book a C- largely for that reason. I just couldn't see the point of this book, and it's so pessimistic and it's so depressing. It is so cynical to see this world the way that it is, and that is a hallmark of Hunger Games. Hunger Games is posing the story, are we inherently violent? If you strip everything away and put these innocent individuals into an arena, what's going to happen to them? That is a hallmark of the Hunger Games, and that is what this book is posing as well. But because none of the characters are sympathetic, I don't really care what's happening to them, so I'm not invested in the story. I largely think I am in the minority of this. I was looking at a couple of the reviews. It's still kind of early days, so it's hard to know for sure. But a lot of the people who were feeling mixed about it as I was were still liking the direction that Snow went. And I just feel that if we could have seen a slow descent for Snow, it would have been better. Instead, he is kind of a horrible person from start to finish, and I never liked him. Now, there is a side character named Seanis who is Baby, and I love him, and a lot of people really love him. I wonder if this book had, if you kept all the elements the same, you kept the story the same, but you told it from his perspective, I think this book would have succeeded more because it would have hit emotionally. Because as it is, I don't recommend it because it doesn't add anything to the original Hunger Games, and if anything, the tie-ins that Suzanne Collins are kind of giving us with this book, I kind of wish I didn't know, because it kind of affects the way that I see her original books. So for me, I am giving this book a C-. Personally, I don't recommend reading it. If you are interested in it at all, go ahead, give it a shot. This is just my personal take on it. It was disappointing and it made me feel really empty, and I understand what she was trying to do, but I just don't understand why this is the story that she wanted to tell. So C- for me overall, just really disappointed. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.